Society is destroying men by reducing their testosterone. Guys, this time, I know I say this in every video, but this time this topic is really important. That's why make sure you stick with me till the end of this video to fully understand how the environment affects men nowadays, modern men, what you can do against this, and so on. But first, let's jump into the intro. Alright guys, society destroys men by reducing their testosterone. Listen up guys, if you are Dragon Ball fans like me, listen to what I say now. Testosterone is for men like the S cells of Saiyans. Testosterone is for men like the S cells of Saiyans. Testosterone is so important because testosterone is nothing but a hormone, and hormones completely affect how we are. I always believed that the way our body is constituted and so on is only based on our DNA, our genetics. But this is not fully true. Our DNA is, of course, something like the code of our body, same as the code of a software, of a video game, the code of an artificial intelligence, but our hormones also regulate and control how we are. If you give steroids to a woman can turn into a man, more or less literally. And vice versa, if a man has too much estrogen in their body and not enough testosterone, a man can turn into a woman. Not the way that you suddenly have female organs down below between your legs, but you can grow female breasts as a man and so on. You can get a female shape. So hormones are really important. And there are different environmental factors why the testosterone levels. This is all proven by science, what I'm telling you now. This is not something that I just this is not something that I just take out of nowhere. This is all proven and backed by science, what I say here now. There are different reasons why testosterone levels of men have declined over the past few decades. By the way, guys, this video is split into chapters, so you can find down below in the video description the timestamps of the different chapters, so you can skip around, and depending on what interests you the most, you can jump from one chapter to another chapter, or even repeat certain chapters just as you like. So after all, you have to know, guys, that no matter if it is dating, when you date women, no matter if you would like to work out and build a good physique to get a good body as a man, or if you would like to become successful in any sport, or if you would like to start a business and earn more money, no matter what you do as a man, your testosterone is your energy. It sounds a little bit esoteric, but I say this in a scientific way. In some sense, testosterone is literally your energy as a man. This is why testosterone is so important. And this was the introduction now. Now let's jump into the first chapter. And we will discuss the first of different reasons why testosterone levels declined in men over the past decades. And this is obesity and unhealthy diet. Nowadays, compared with the past, guys, many people are working in office jobs. Of course, soon in the future, when AI takes over, thanks to artificial intelligence, most jobs will become obsolete, at least for humans. But the modern world, as we know it in the past decades, it was an inflation of office jobs, jobs where are you jobs in which you are simply only sitting on your buttocks most of the day. This has led to a lifestyle of comfort and with other things like cars, public means of transport, and so on. Most people have become quite lazy and comfortable. And if you combine this with an unhealthy diet, because all the fast food and other junk food that people eat and so on, all the chemicals and artificial ingredients that you can find in foods that you can buy in the supermarket, sugar, I was addicted to sugar. Basically, the most dangerous the most dangerous legal drug, believe me guys, is sugar. Sugar nowadays is everywhere. You cannot buy a glass of tomato sauce, for example, when you go to the supermarket, because even there, when you look at the list of ingredients, you will see that there is added sugar, because sugar is an appetite enhancer. It produces insulin, and insulin makes you more hungry. So the food marketing industry, they are not stupid. These guys know that sugar is an appetite enhancer. That's why they mix in sugar in so many different foods, even in foods where you would never expect sugar to be inside, such as spinach, for example. It is not only the addiction to candies, chocolate, and other sugar stuff that so many people eat tons of nowadays. Sugar is so prevalent because sugar is even be found in foods where you would never expect it to be in. And the food marketing industry, they know it is an appetite enhancer. And if they add sugar to nearly all foods they sell on the supermarkets, the sugar will make you become more hungry. When you are more hungry, you will eat more. When you eat more, you will buy more. And this will maximize profits. The food industry is basically stuffing us with unhealthy food for so many decades now. You must get sensitized for this topic, and you must get more aware of what you eat, what food you take. I also recommend you to take supplements to make sure you get your daily demand of most important vitamins, such as vitamin C, vitamin D, but also things like zinc, magnesium. This is so important. Many people nowadays have a lack of these vitamins. So the unhealthy nutrition, the unhealthy diet of so many people nowadays, combined with a lack of physical activity, has led to obesity. And obesity is also known for a decline of testosterone levels in men. And I don't have to tell you how much percent of people nowadays in Western society, not only in the USA, but also in other Western countries, are obese or at least overweight. This was chapter 1, and in the next chapter, we will talk about chemicals. All right, guys. Microplastic is a huge issue nowadays. It is not only that in the oceans we have a contamination of microplastics. Our oceans nowadays are filled with plastic, but as the human is polluting the nature, the environment, this kind of pollution will later on end up on our tables. We will eat this pollution, and we will get contaminated by ourselves. Because the nature, the ecosystem is a circle. It's a circle of life, and the pollution we produce will get into the circle and into the cycle. And as the cycle continues, we will get this into our bodies. For example, all the microplastics that end up in the oceans will be consumed by fish. Later, this fish will end up on our tables and we consume it. Or microplastics get into the drinking water, they get into the fields of the farmers and get harvested together with the foods that the farmers bring to our tables later. So the microplastic is a huge problem. But also consider, guys, when you drink water or other liquids out of plastic bottles or other plastic containers, this is also how you get chemicals into your body, including also microplastics. And don't forget when you shower, the shower gel that you use to shampoo your hair or to wash yourself, it is all stored in plastic containers, in plastic bottles. And this is how you get microplastic on your skin. And your skin is like a huge organ. It will absorb everything that it gets in touch with. And through your skin and by your skin, you also get microplastic in your body. And studies also show that microplastic is affecting the testosterone levels of men. I personally, I use natural soap that is handcrafted out of natural ingredients such as oatmeal, Greek yogurt, plants and salts from the earth. I recommend you to change your lifestyle and I recommend you to use natural soap for washing. Avoid drinking out of plastic bottles. As far as you can, rather drink out of glass bottles. I know glass bottles are heavier than plastic bottles. Glass bottles can also burst, they can crack, they can get broken if you are not careful enough. But it is worth it because it is for your health. So lots of chemicals, like I asked ChatGPT when I did my research, chemicals like xenoestrogens that can be found in many chemical cosmetics like shampoos and so on. These chemicals like xenoestrogens are basically like regular estrogen. And estrogen is the female hormone. It is the counterpart of testosterone. The more of these estrogens you get into your body, the more they will replace your testosterone. This is the way it goes, guys. So let's jump to the next chapter now. And I mentioned it before, but let's dive into this once again. The next chapter is about the lack of nutrients in modern food. Alright, guys, this is also no secret but obvious nowadays that our food we consume is lacking important ingredients, important vitamins and minerals. Many people nowadays have a lack of vitamin D, for example, especially in the winter period, in the winter months when the sun outside is rare. And because most people nowadays don't like to leave the house anymore. They are only opposed to artificial light from their screens, from their devices like tablets and smartphones. This is one of the reasons why so many people have a deficit of vitamin D. Vitamin D plays an important role when it comes to testosterone production in the body, and a deficit A deficit of vitamin D can also lead to depression. When people feel depressive, this is oftentimes also caused by a deficit of vitamin D. So you must be careful about this. But also things like magnesium are important. I take food supplements every day. I have tablets that you can solve in water and then you can drink it to restore, to get filled my stores of magnesium, because magnesium is so important. Magnesium is important for muscle recovery. So if you work out a lot, especially as you get older, your muscles need more time for recovery when you trained. And magnesium can accelerate the muscle recovery so you can train more often, especially as you grow older, to build and maintain muscle mass. So food supplements to make sure you have enough vitamin D, vitamin D complex, vitamin B complex, magnesium, zinc, all these food supplements will play a major role in our modern society, because nowadays, thanks to genetic manipulation, thanks to using pesticides, thanks to pollution of the environment, of the nature, due to all these things, our food nowadays that we can buy in the markets, in the supermarkets and so on, is really low in important nutrients. So nowadays you have no other chance but compensating this by taking supplements, and you must find good supplements, okay? Because if you have a deficit of important vitamins, this will also lower your testosterone. Let's jump to the next chapter, and this is about chronic stress and sleep deprivation. So many people in today's world don't sleep enough, or the sleep quality is not that good. This is not only, but also because so many people are trapped in the rat race. When I look in my environment and when I take a look at my close friends, most of them did not do it as clever as I did. I opted myself out of the rat race as much as I could, the best way I could, but some of my friends ended up coming down with burnout from their toxic workplaces and other things like that. Sleep deprivation and chronic stress are major problems in our modern society. Many people work hard, they work their ass off for their boss that they don't like, and their boss also don't like them. They are spending at least 8 hours per day in the rat race. Oftentimes, they still have a stressful travel to work by car, in sticking in traffic jam and so on. Many people are also in toxic relationships, especially many men nowadays are in toxic relationships with toxic women. And lots of people are addicted to social media. They don't maintain social interactions with real people outside in the real world. More and more people end up in social isolation because they are only hanging around in social media. They don't meet friends outside in the real world anymore. All these factors contribute to social anxiety, chronic stress, and sleep deprivation as well. You have to get out of this, guys. It is important that you develop healthy habits, do sport, meet friends, only associate with healthy relationships with good women if you are in relationships. if you have a toxic workplace, if you have a toxic workplace and you see that and you recognize that your work, your job makes you mentally ill, rather quit this job and live from social security and rather live in unemployment before you end up having burnout or so. Don't get me wrong, guys. I don't tell you you should be lazy, sit at home, don't work at all, and let others work for you. But it's better to quit a toxic job and start an online business, even when you still cannot live from your online business. But better quit a toxic job before it destroys you. All right, guys. Now let's head to the first of the last two chapters. And this is why testosterone is actually so important for men. Why is it so important for men to maintain their testosterone levels? Let's jump into this chapter. All right, guys, we talked a lot about the reasons why testosterone levels of men are continually declining. They were declining in the past few decades and they move on declining. We talked about this and what the reasons are for it. Now let's talk about, as I mentioned a little bit previously, why is testosterone actually so somewhat important for men? And it is simple, guys. Let me tell you. Men with low testosterone levels are more prone to depression and anxieties. Men with low testosterone levels also have a weak libido, so they have low sex drive and they have no motivation to engage into physical intimacy. Men with low testosterone levels also lack in motivation in general. If your testosterone levels are low, you have no motivation for anything. You don't start an online business, you don't do sport. Besides all of this, when your testosterone is low, you even don't have any energy to do sport, to work out, and to build muscles. Testosterone is not only important to build muscles and to maintain muscle mass, testosterone is important to have energy for work, for sport, and for doing activities like starting an online business. Testosterone is more or less the lifeblood of you as a man. So I hope you understand the message why testosterone is so important. But especially when it comes to dating, testosterone plays a major role. So I know, guys, so many feminists nowadays claim that modern women want a soft guy, someone who can speak about their feelings, problems, and struggles. But this is all bullshit. Don't get me wrong, it is not a problem usually as a man if you also have a bad day sometimes, if you talk about your feelings. But in general, what women want, what women are biologically programmed for is they want a man who is strong, both physically but also mentally. And mental strength comes from testosterone. Women also desire a man with a strong sex drive. And as I mentioned before, your sex drive also depends on your testosterone. Why is it that men get horny much easier than women? This is simple, guys, because men have much higher testosterone levels than women. And a woman who is mentally sane desires a man with a high sex drive. And you can believe me, guys, there is a relation between low testosterone and low attraction. So basically, the more testosterone you have, the more masculine and energy. I know it sounds a little bit esoteric, but this is nothing about esoterics. It has nothing to do with any esoterics. This is purely scientific, what I'm telling you now. When your testosterone levels are low and you have low testosterone, you also have a lack of masculine energy that you express, less masculine energy that is observed and perceived by women. You will automatically start to develop female behavior, even subconsciously, if your testosterone levels are low. I'm not joking with you guys, it is really like this. And women are really sensitive for this. Women have something like a sixth sense. They can literally feel and smell if a man has high testosterone levels or not. I'm not joking, guys, because your skin basically produces a fragrance. Your skin produces chemicals that are sent to the air around you and start flowing around you in the air. Chemicals that include all stuff that is inside your system. I hope you understand it the way I explain it. So, the more testosterone you have, the more women can literally smell. They can smell it from your body fragrance, the natural fragrance that your skin produces when you sweat and so on. They can smell if you have high testosterone levels or not. I think there's a good reason, guys, why God created women in a way that they have a better smelling sense than men. This is true, guys. Women can smell better than men. Their noses are much more sensitive than the noses of men. So, to put it in a nutshell, the lower your testosterone, the more you will behave like a woman, even when it is subconsciously, and the more women can literally smell that you don't have high testosterone levels. And on a subconscious level, on a subconscious threshold, this will make women not feel attracted to you because women are naturally attracted to masculine men, and men with low testosterone levels are not perceived by women as masculine. This is how nature or God created us. So, and after we talked about the importance of testosterone when it comes to dating, business, working out, building a good physique, and so on, now let's jump into the last chapter of this video. And this is about the solution, guys. Okay, guys, now we talked about why testosterone is so important for us men. We talked about the reasons why testosterone levels are getting lower and lower in modern men. Now let's talk about the solution. What can we do against this? What can we do against this? I already mentioned a few solutions. You can stop eating unhealthy food. You can do meditation, sport, take enough time for yourself for relaxation to make sure you have no chronic stress. Your lifestyle, if you do sport, if you have a healthy diet, if you don't work in a toxic 9 to 5 job, all these things, already help a lot. So you can increase your testosterone naturally simply by changing your lifestyle. But this is not all, guys. I recommend you nowadays, it is better when you not only take food supplements to increase your vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin B, and so on, to make sure that your body always stores enough of these important vitamins and also things like zinc and magnesium. Nowadays, it is also a must-have that you take testosterone enhancers. So basically food supplements that help you to produce more testosterone, to increase your testosterone levels by a natural way. And here is something really important, guys. You already know there are lots of pro bodybuilders who are taking steroids to get muscle mass quite fast. And of course, this is not healthy because, and yes, there is something really important you have to know, guys. You have to know the difference between steroids and testosterone enhancers. This is really important. The difference is when you take steroids, steroids are testosterone that you intake externally. And when you take testosterone enhancers, they are natural products made of different herbs and other ingredients that help your body to produce testosterone on its own. So there's a difference if you help your body to produce more testosterone by itself, or if you take a dose of testosterone from an external source such as steroids. If you take steroids, it will come with different risks. First of all, steroids are a hormone because I told you already, testosterone itself is a hormone. And if you increase your testosterone artificially by taking any chemicals, this is dangerous because it can create an imbalance of your hormone system, and an imbalance of your hormone system can lead to kidney issues, liver issues, heart issues. This is why you should never take steroids under any circumstances, even not when you are too impatient to build muscles in the gym or when you train at home. So the first risk of taking steroids is that you can create an imbalance in your body of your hormones. The second issue is if you take testosterone externally, so if you take steroids, sooner or later you will get to a point of no return. For example, pro bodybuilders with extremely large muscles and who look extremely shredded, bodybuilders who are on steroids for many years already, they can never stop to taking this crap. This is because if you take steroids, if you take testosterone from external sources for a long period of time, sooner or later your body will no longer be able to produce testosterone by itself, because your body is not dumb, your body is not stupid, your body is clever. And your body will think, okay, why should I take energy and resources and use them to produce testosterone by myself when I exactly know that on a regular basis I will get testosterone from outside. So your body will think, okay, I no longer have to work my ass off and produce testosterone by myself because I will get it anyway. Sooner or later, the next dose, the next intake of steroids will come. So your body quits producing testosterone. And from this point on, you are forced to take steroids for the rest of your life. They are bearing a huge health risk, as I mentioned before, because they deregulate your hormones and create an imbalance in your system. And on top of this, you have to take these chemicals for the rest of your life as soon as your body stops producing testosterone by itself. That's why it's recommendable that you rather fall back to natural supplements to produce more testosterone. In other words, testosterone enhancers that help your body to produce more testosterone, to increase your testosterone levels on a natural basis. Of course, guys, it would be awesome now. It would be completely matching if I could recommend you a good product here, a product that you can buy and consume for increasing your testosterone by a natural way. But unfortunately, you cannot find any affiliate link down below in the video description now that redirects you to any sales page where you can buy such a product, because I am still experimenting by myself. At the moment, currently, I am testing different testosterone enhancers, different products that can help my body to produce more testosterone on its own. And I need some time yet, guys. I need some time because I have to get my own experience first and find out and figure out which products are good and which products are not worth the money. Because if I recommend you a product, I must make sure first that this product is actually good. I don't want to recommend you any crap and later you complain that I recommended any shitty product and it's not working, or maybe you get any health problems from this product. I don't want this. I don't operate this YouTube channel just for making money and that I don't care about the people who watch my videos. I want to make sure if I recommend a product to you that I can feel good about this, that I know from the bottom of my heart that this product will certainly help you to increase your health, to improve your health, and that this product will for sure not harm you. So maybe in the future, guys, you can find an affiliate link in the video description of a product of testosterone enhancer that I can recommend to you. But at the moment, I can only encourage you to visit my online shop that you can find the link of in the video description, because in my online shop, you can book a personal coaching with me. You can buy my ebooks. Especially, I recommend my ebook, Secrets of Natural Attraction, because the dating strategy that you will learn in this ebook is really astounding. You will be so surprised by it. You can purchase the ebook, Secrets of Natural Attraction, for only $5, including tax, in my online shop. And as I told you already, you can find the link to my online shop in the video description down below. But as soon as my channel hits 1000 subscribers, I will crank out this ebook even for free. On top of this, I will have a huge surprise for you as soon as my channel hits 1000 subscribers. That's why, if you would like to grow as a man and to expedite your personal development, make sure you subscribe to my channel, but also hit the like button as it helps the YouTube algorithm. I thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this content and I hope you found it helpful, and to see you in the next video. So have a great day, guys, and see you in the next one, and see you next time, my friends.